Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. And if it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Mal and I make Tumbler tutorials here on YouTube. In today's video, we are sticking with the neon theme. And if you saw my last video where we made some neon beach tumblers, on one of my cups, I used a cheat glitter method. So we're going to kind of take that method and apply it in a different technique in a totally different design in today's video. We're also going to add a little bit of a peekaboo twist. You guys know I love a peekaboo. So that's the cup we're going to make today. I really hope that you enjoy the video. If you do enjoy it, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button down below. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. As always, all the products I'm using in this video are listed and linked down below in the description box. I've also got some discount codes down there for you as well. And I've got my social media pages linked down there, my Facebook group, and my Patreon group if you want to join any of those. I think that's it. I really hope you guys enjoy this video and let me know what you think down in the comments. Okay, let's go. All right, we're gonna get started with a 30-ounce modern from Craft Haven, and I'm using all of my favorite neon paints. These are from Montana Colors. I'm definitely going to have to order all new paints because I'm using these so much this month. So I've got all of the fluorescent colors. They do have a bundle on the website, I think, at sprayplanet.com. And then I'm using Argo Blue as my kind of neon blue color. So I'm going in just color by color on my cup and spraying random little bursts of the color all over the cup, not in any sort of pattern or anything. I really just want to kind of get a good blend of all these colors on the cup. You can do as many coats of this as you want. Like, you can go back over your colors. You can do whatever you think looks best. If you want to go in a different pattern, like if you wanted to ombre these together or do, some other pattern with all your paints, you absolutely can, of course. I just wanted to do this little kind of like bursty random technique. So I'm just going to keep going over my colors until I have a blend that I'm happy with, and then I'm going to set this aside and let it dry between like 45 minutes to an hour. And once the paint's dry, I'm going to apply my glitter. I am going to use the epoxy method to apply my glitter because I'm going to go in with a couple layers and I really want to have a longer working time. So I'm using the regular thick viscosity epoxy from Artistry Epoxy, and I put between 1 and 5 milliliters on my cup towards the lower end, but if you need more, it's totally okay. So I'm going to use 3 glitters. They're all essentially the same, but they're different cuts. So we've got our thick cut, which is Snow White from PDB. This is one of my absolute top favorite colors from PDB. I love it so much. And if you wanted to just use one color, like a big chunky like this, you totally could just put this one color on and leave it at that. I could have or should have done that, but I wanted to go in with multiple layers to just see what it did with the depth. So the next cut I'm going in with is Pure from Peachy Olive Glitters. This is just a little bit smaller than Snow White, and I'm going to layer that right on top. And then I'm going to go in with Alter Ego, which is a just regular fine cut. So once that dried, I let the epoxy sit and dry for probably between 3 and 4 hours, I want to say. I'm going to wrap my cup up in my parchment paper to help me get this glitter to lie flat. We've got a ton of glitter on this cup, and when I go into epoxy, I don't want any of it to get moved around and stick straight up and give me all these pokey bits and stuff I'm going to have to deal with. So I'm going to wrap it up in my parchment paper and then take a piece of the parchment paper and kind of brush that glitter down so that it's flat. And then I'm going to seal it with my Crystal glitter glue, of course. Let that dry overnight, and then I went in with my coats of epoxy. So for this cup, because we have so much glitter on here, I did do 3 coats of epoxy before I was ready to add my decal and all of that other detailing. So the first coat was about 30 milliliters, the second coat was between 20 and 25, and then the third coat was about 20 milliliters. So once those 3 coats were cured, I did a little bit of sanding, and now I'm ready to apply my stencil so we can do our little peekaboo decal area. I'm using stencil vinyl. This is Aura Mask 813 stencil vinyl. I just get it on Amazon. I'll have it linked down below. It's my favorite thing to use for peekaboos. I don't get as good of results with any other type of vinyl when I do stuff like this. So I'm going to reverse weed my stencil. This SVG is from the Lettered by Stephanie SVG Club. You guys know I feel like I rant and rave about this every video, but it really is a fantastic thing to have. And so I'm just going to place this on my cup, and remember what I always say, ruin your transfer tape so you don't ruin your decal. So you can see I'm kind of bending my transfer tape, I'm cutting it so that I can get this decal to lay flat on my curved surface. So I cut little slits in my transfer tape so that I could get that top part to be flat, and then I'm going to fix this bottom part here. And you can see I didn't weed out all of the insides of the letters. I'm just going to do that now that the decal is applied to the cup. And I'll do that sometimes if my decals are delicate, or if I reverse weed it, or you know, any other thing like that. Now that I've got my stencil on my cup, I can go in and do my peekaboo. Now I was initially going to do just like a white paint peekaboo over this, and then I thought, what if I use the same neon paints that I used for my base and kind of brought those colors back to the forefront, just like regular. So I'm going to basically do the exact same painting technique that we did for our base paint before we did our glitter, and I'm just going to make sure I get the entire stencil covered, but I'm also trying to strategically place my colors so that they blend together in a nice way and don't look muddy. So I just went color by color very slowly, and then went back one more time and just built everything up and made sure I had really, really good coverage. There's what the peekaboo area looks like, and I'm going to set this aside and let it dry for probably between an hour to 2 hours, and then I'm going to go in and peel up my stencil with my favorite tweezers ever. And then for the outline for this, I'm using Ultra Glitter Vinyl from Craft Haven, and this is the color Galaxy. It's super sparkly, it's got all kinds of colors going on in it. It's absolutely beautiful. So to get this outline, I took my SVG and made an offset that was 0.05 in width, and then I sliced out the original SVG from the offset to leave me with an outline. Now this is very, very thin, so if you wanted something a little bit thicker, I would maybe go up to a 0.06 or a 0.07 even. So to get this on your cup, you can either use the parchment paper layering method, or you can do what I like to do, which is cut your outline into a million tiny little pieces and just apply them piece by piece. So that's what I'm doing here. I just went through and cut my outline up, and now I'm applying kind of area by area. You want to do this very, very carefully. And I did not add a coat of epoxy in between my paint and my outline, by the way. I probably should have, but I was just impatient and I wanted to get it on there. So once I had the decal on, I did spray it with a coat of matte clear spray from Rust-Oleum to seal my vinyl. And now I'm going in with my final coats of epoxy. So for this first coat over the decal, I'm using the 1:1 fast set from Artistry. And then I'll go in after this with my real final coat, and I'll use the regular epoxy, not the fast set. But here is the final result. I really like how this turned out. I'm glad that the peekaboo technique I tried worked out in the end. I really like how it looks, and I hope that you do too. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, make sure you do that as well so you don't miss any of my new videos. I upload brand new Tumbler tutorials every single week. And don't forget to tag me in your photos if you recreate this design. I always love seeing what you guys come up with. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, love you. Bye. Okay. Tube. Oh god. Okay. What else now? I think that's it. I don't know what I'm talking about. Holy moly. Okay.